This is not good news in Gaza. I want you to watch this video, share this video, so that it can go viral for many more to see the precarious situation of those in Gaza. The Al-Fasad Hospital, the largest in northern Gaza, which houses about 60,000 Palestinians who are taking shelter, and one of the largest hospitals that is housing the injured and those who are in difficult situation, has stopped working because of bombardment and also because of shortage of fuel and no electricity for them to operate. As we speak right now, Israel Defense Forces, they have announced that this hospital is being used by Hamas as a command center. I don't know how true this information is, and that's why they have asked for the evacuation of patients from this hospital. I'll play you this video so that you can actually see the difficult situation under which these patients are going through. It is not whether you are supporting Israel or you are supporting Palestine or you are supporting Hamas. I must tell you that this is a very, very difficult moment for humanity. If you love humanity, you actually feel sorrow and you actually push for a ceasefire, because this hospital houses 60,000 people. I'll play you this video so I can get to see the reality on the ground as to what is happening currently in northern Gaza. Israel Defense Forces earlier noted that they had supplied close to 300,000 liters of fuel at the hospital, and that the Hamas fighters stopped or prevented hospital officials from collecting this fuel to run operation. I want you to watch this video.
At this point of time, as we speak, the Israeli forces are carrying out ground operations in the northern part of Gaza. The Al-Shifa hospital is in the Gaza city. And the Al-Shifa hospital, as we speak, has been completely surrounded by the Israeli forces. Now, the Israeli forces have gone from saying that they don't attack hospitals to saying that Hamas is hiding underneath the Al-Shifa hospital. This is an allegation that Israel has put forth, that Hamas has its command center underneath the Al-Shifa hospital. At this moment, as we speak, there are an estimated 60,000 Palestinians who have taken refuge in the premises of the Al-Shifa hospital. There are also desperate scenes inside of this hospital where electricity is no longer available. There are babies that are in incubators, and the doctors are having to make some extremely difficult choices. Now, according to the authorities in Al-Shifa hospital, it's being said that 3 young babies have already died because the hospital, because it has run out of fuel, has literally gone out of service. Now, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has said that the United States must accept Gaza as Palestinian land where Palestinian people can live. Erdogan has also called for more pressure on the United States to stop Israel's military action in the besieged enclave. This statement has come after an Arab summit on Saturday. Now, the Israeli military has also released videos showing the continued ground operations inside the Gaza Strip, where its military tanks are firing at targets that they say belong to Hamas. But keep in mind, nearly about 50% of all buildings in the Gaza Strip have either been destroyed or have been damaged by Israeli bombings. There are 40,000 buildings, residential and business establishments that have been completely razed to the ground in the northern part of the Gaza Strip. The Israelis are also claiming that they found weapons inside of a kindergarten. This is an Israeli claim, and at this moment there's no way to independently verify it. Now, the Israelis say that they are destroying tunnel openings as they find it. Now, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who's facing a lot of criticism back home, has said that Israel will take control of the Gaza Strip for an indefinite period of time. But what does it mean for the Palestinian population there is not clear. Remember, the track record of Israel is such that any time it has expelled a Palestinian population, the Palestinians have almost never had an opportunity to return back to their homes, the homes for which they hold the keys. The Israeli Prime Minister has said that Israel has the right to enter into the Gaza Strip whenever necessary. Now, Hamas has said that it has completely or partially destroyed about 160 Israeli military targets. It is putting out videos such as this that you're looking at on your screens, where some of the Hamas fighters are seen creeping up onto Israeli positions using these very crude anti-tank shoulder-launched grenades. Hamas claims, again, there's no way to independently verify this, that it has managed to destroy an unknown number of Israeli tanks. Now, the Hamas's armed wings, which is the Al-Qassam Brigade, has put out several of these kind of videos from inside of the Gaza city where there is pitched fighting underway. Hezbollah's chief Hassan Nasrallah has said that the group is using new kinds of weapons in its attacks against Israel. On the other hand, Israeli fighter jets have carried out repeated bombings, not just in the Gaza Strip, but now also inside Syria. The Israeli military claims that this was in response to a cross-border fire that was directed at the Golan Heights, which again is Syrian territory that is now illegally under the occupation of the Israelis. Several people are reported to be killed and others injured in Israeli bombings in the city of Rafah in the southern part of the Gaza Strip. After the Rafah border crossing closed on Friday evening, it has again opened this morning for people who have dual citizenships and dual passports within the Palestinian territory to see if they can apply to leave the Gaza Strip altogether and flee from this violence. And the operations, of course, begin at 9 a.m. in the morning. And there are also certain medical evacuees who, if they get lucky, are being allowed to leave the Gaza Strip to get treatment in Egypt. In another major development, India is one amongst the 145 nations that has voted in favor of a United Nations resolution that has condemned the illegal Israeli settlements that are built on occupied Palestinian land. 145 nations have voted against Israel. It is only Israel and the United States and a few other very small nations who voted against this United Nations draft proposal. Now, this draft titled Israeli settlements in occupied Palestinian territory includes places such as East Jerusalem, the occupied Syrian Golan Heights, and this was passed by an overwhelming majority in the UNGA. According to Israeli media claims, there is some progress that has been made in getting some of the hostages freed. The demand is, of course, that Israel, to get its hostages back, should also at least release the women and children, the Palestinian women and children who are presently in Israeli prisons without any charges that are being leveled against them whatsoever.